Election has come and gone, but how will the results affect students? Angelica Brackens joins us live in the muck with college Democrat Rochelle Norberg to talk about the victories and losses in her respective party.
Thanks, Kelly, and thanks, Rochelle, for joining us. How did you feel when Barack Obama was reelected to a second term as President of the United States?
I was really excited. I know a lot of people don't think that he's done as much as he promised when he was first elected in 2008, but we're really optimistic that with a second term he's going to be able to get a lot more of his agenda issues accomplished, and just really excited to see what happens in the next 4 years.
And with a Democratic president, how do you think the legislative side of things is going to go with a Republican House majority?
I think it'll be a little different this time around. The majority still holds as we had the last 2 years, but I think with a second term for President Obama, the House is going to realize that they aren't going to be able to stalemate as much as they have in the past, especially the last 2 years. They're going to have to put good legislation forward, and they're going to have to push bipartisan bills and get some policies passed.
And Republican Representative Kristi Noem defeated Matt Verolich by 5,000 votes and was reelected into office. How do you feel about that?
I think that both candidates had a great campaign. Congratulations to Kristi on her victory last night. I was kind of disappointed that the margin was so big, but I really think that with her reelection that a benefit coming from Matt challenging her will be the accountability that she'll have to hold to. People are going to be watching where she goes, if she's going to committee meetings, if she's actually doing what she says she is doing. So I think it'll be good for South Dakota.
And 2 of the 7 ballot issues passed, and Betty Smith, an associate professor of the political science department, says that ballot issues very rarely get passed, and that's because people don't know about these issues. What do you suggest for voters for the next election?
I think one of the first things they have to do is they have to go to their legislators in the process. There were 2 referred laws on the ballot for South Dakota, and both of those referred laws failed. I think the first thing that people need to do is go to their legislators, pay attention to what's happening while it's in session, and form an opinion based on what their legislators are saying, what's going on in Pierre. And if a law is referred or initiated measure comes on, people need to start paying attention more than the 3 weeks that advertising is coming out. They need to follow, and they need to be more aware of what's going on in South Dakota.
All right, and thanks to Rochelle for joining us. Live from the muck, I'm Angelica Brackens.
Thanks, Angelica.